Hey guys. Hi, how are you? Has it been long? I'm really sorry if it has. I really don't be knowing what to make anymore. Like, what video you gonna make? I don't know. I don't know. I'm sorry, girl. I'm sorry. My highly viewed video was relationship advice. So, I'm gonna give you guys some more relationship advice because why not? Why not? I'm super excited for this video. Stay tuned if you want to know, if you just want to know. Like, girl, you cannot turn down a good advice video because you leave with some piece of information that you just wouldn't have thought of yourself or needed help with. Even if the rest is like complete garbage to you, one little point could change your whole life. I'm telling you. I mean, in my experience, the most crucial thing, well, okay, all of these have probably the same amount of importance in a relationship, but the first thing I want to mention is communication. Communication is very important. No one is gonna know what is going on half of the time if you don't speak your mind. How did that make me feel? Your partner is not gonna know if they upset you if you don't tell them anything, you know, and like, what did I do wrong? You really gotta say, hey, when you did this, it upset me, or it made me uncomfortable, it made me feel this way, this emotion, it bothered me. You just gotta open your mouth, babe. That is the best advice that I can give someone, I feel like. And if they're a good partner, they're going to want you to tell them that they upset you. And that, I mean, that's the same thing. You'd want them to tell you, hey, I'm upset.
Commercial break.
Stay hydrated, guys. I just ate a bologna sandwich with Cheez-Its. White cheddar Cheez-Its, right? And I have hella heartburn. And this is not gonna help, but like, stay hydrated anyways. This is an Aquafina. I'm really not picky when it comes to water. Like, I could throw down a Ozarka, Dasani, Core, Evian. I tried that once. Fiji. You know, I'm not picky about water. I don't even drink it as much as I should. I aim for 2 bottles a day, even though it's supposed to be like 4, right? I don't know. But sometimes I don't even make it to 2. And I'm trying to change that, so don't come for me. I know. You can't be in a relationship without trust. And y'all might be like, this is literally self-explanatory, but you'd be surprised. Some people don't get that. And you might be in a situation where like you think you trust them, but you don't, you know, and you really gotta be self-aware. It's necessary, because otherwise it's kind of a red flag if you're not self-aware, like, hey, I need to fix this and blah blah blah. You really gotta study yourself, and you gotta want to change, because you don't want someone to be getting the negative sides of you, the toxic side of you. You want to change for the better, and that's not like, you also want to change for yourself. But that's like, even you're seeing another person, so like it's even worse. You got 2 people that are getting the toxic side of you, and that's not good. And I'm not gonna sit here and tell you I'm the most healed person in the world, because bitch, I still got trauma. I still got blah, you know. Trust it can be very different. It can be internal, or it can be showing outwardly. Okay, so that being said, you could let your partner go out, right? You could let them. But that's not to say that you trust them necessarily. You could be thinking inside of yourself that, oh, they're being unfaithful. They're gonna go see somebody else. They don't want to be here with me, you know? And I feel like that's equally as damaging as someone outwardly expressing that they don't trust the other person.
No, you can't go out because you're gonna go see this person. You're gonna go out and hoe.
Like, there's two different forms of not trusting somebody. And I feel like when you get into a relationship, it is vital to establish that trust. You trust them to go get you food and not poison you, okay? That's what it is. Like, there's different forms of that. So we need to form a whole. You don't want to just like, okay, I trust you, go give me food, don't poison me, I trust you, but I don't fully trust you. You don't want someone to feel like that. And also, like, it really hurts when someone doesn't trust somebody, even if sometimes you understand that it's a form of trauma and it's a learned behavior from a trauma that they've endured, maybe a past heartbreak. It's completely understandable, but that's another thing being said, like, we need to work on that. Like I said, no one wants to feel like genuinely like you don't trust me. Why are we doing this? But your feelings are completely valid. Obviously, there's a chance that people can walk out. There's a chance that you shouldn't trust that person. But, you know, it gets to a point. That's just you being negative and toxic, and, you know, it shouldn't be that way. So I definitely recommend like therapy. It starts with yourself, really. Another thing is definitely individuality. Independence, if you will. We all know, you know, there's a honeymoon phase. We want to be together all the time. All the time. We want to see each other. We want to live together. That's just what it is. You know, and eventually you are going to be living together if you see a future with this person. And if you get together with somebody, you obviously see a future with that person. 9 times out of 10. I'd be forgetting what I'm saying. There's an importance of being together, learning about each other, doing things together. But there is also an importance of being yourself and having that individuality, that independence, that you can go out and do things on your own. And again, that's like trust. If you obviously can't do that, I'm questioning your relationship. Like, if you are not allowed to do that, like, that's a huge red flag. Definitely reevaluate that. That's to say, it could be like one day out of the week, really. I don't know. It could be multiple days. It really depends on your personality. But, you know, there's a balance. Try to find that balance. Me time. Us time. I'm just that kind of person. And it really does depend on what kind of person you are. My personality is more introverted. I want to be inside the house. I want to be alone. I want to have my me time to do whatever I want to do, right? And I don't want you bothering me. I don't want to talk to you sometimes. I don't want to talk to people. Okay? That's not saying that person specifically, okay? I am that kind of person. And that really does stem from me studying myself. Also, find a partner that aligns with you and your personality. Because if they want to be together all the time and I don't, we're not for each other. That's a lack of compatibility. I do recognize that opposites attract. So, like, you could really, like, get together and be different, but compromise is always a thing. That's another sub point. Compromise. You don't gotta compromise everything, okay? But there are some things that you know, obviously, I don't know, like, people compromise. This is an example. But people always compromise. Where do you want to eat? Obviously, we're all different. I want to eat at Little Caesars. My man probably won't want to do that, you know, that certain day. And that's fine. That's why we compromise. Again, compromising could mean anything. any situation where you disagree. I want to mention that I want to emphasize especially is standards. If these things are lacking in your relationship, there are certain standards that need to be placed for you. You know, you want the most out of your love life. You want someone that cherishes you in the way that you want to be cherished, and you know, trusts you in the way that you want to be trusted. And I'm not going to sit here and tell you, because obviously we're different. Obviously we have different standards. Someone could want a man that's rich, you know, and someone could want something else, like another trait. You know what I mean? It's obviously different for everybody. But I want you to really sit down and study yourself. I've said this a lot, but this is tea. This is what it is, you know? And it helps understand what you need out of a relationship, and obviously compromise. You know, there's certain things that you can't have, but like, you're not gonna have a partner with like all of your lists of attributes. You know, like my last video said, obviously compromise. Are you willing to let go of this trait, these multiple traits, but he doesn't have this one? Sacrifices need to be made. You know, obviously you're not gonna find a perfect person for you, but someone that you can tolerate, someone that, you know, obviously you love anyways, unless you build that person. You build that person, you put a freaking chip in their head. Yeah, sure. Elon Musk, get on that business idea. So I'm gonna give you guys an example of me, of the standards that I would set in place, that I want set in place. A man. I obviously want a loyal one. I don't want one that goes out to the club. I do want to build that trust before I get into a relationship. So obviously we need to trust each other. We need to be loyal to each other. Someone that understands my isolation, but someone that understands me, that knows that when I want to be alone and when I need comfort, when, you know, obviously I'm crying and I need some kind of empathy from them. Empathy and sympathy are different. Just establish that. I don't want you to feel sorry for me, but, you know, empathize with me. Doesn't make me feel like a baby. Doesn't make me feel like I'm overreacting. Actually listens to me. And someone that doesn't constantly give me, like, yes, give me advice. Give me advice on how to fix it, but really also listens to me as well. And that, you know, empathize with me. Then give me that solution. Give me that advice that I need.
Baby,
Yes.
you don't remember the number 4?
The last thing that I'm going to give you guys as an example of what I would want is someone respectful. Someone that knows I have a family. And if I want to go visit my family, they're respectful. They're not actively tearing down my family, talking crap about them, you know, saying that they don't like them. I mean, if you don't like someone of my family, that's fine. But obviously, we need to go see them, you know. And if you don't want to be a part of that, if you don't want to go to the family functions, that's kind of a deal breaker in my book. So I definitely want someone that's kind of going to be associated with my family. Not too much. I mean, like, you don't have to be like besties or whatever, but, you know, obviously acknowledge them, be respectful of them, we get along with them, be respectful to my parents as well, because it's not gonna work if you're talking crap about them, and, you know, it's not it's not what it is. And you can vent to me about what you just don't like, okay? That's completely fine. But like, if you're tearing us down, you don't like them, you don't want to go, you're telling me you don't want to go out to the family outings, like, I understand one occurrence you don't want to go, that's fine, you don't have to. But if it's continuously happening and it's a pattern, obviously you don't like them, I'm not the one for you. That's what it is. So I feel like family is very important to me. And if you don't want to be associated with my family, you don't want to be associated with me. Oh my gosh. Yes, if I'm trying to get along with your mother, right? And like she's talking crap about me, she's not treating me good, you know what I mean? I don't expect you to get on a in a full-on fight with her about me, but I expect you to defend me at least in some way. Okay? Because if you don't do that, I'm walking out. Point blank, period. I'm not even gonna tell you anything. If you don't stick up for me, bye. Okay, that's just what it is. I'm sorry. That's how I am. That's how I want it. And if you're not gonna do that, I'm sorry. But I'm not sorry. Yeah, I'm not apologizing for that. I'm not apologizing for that. Retracted. That's the end of this video. I hope you guys learned something. I hope I was able to help you guys. Comment down below what other advice y'all want me to give you. Like, comment, and subscribe for more. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.